This video is just going to sort of take a break from what I usually talk about, which is twin flames. And we're going to talk about Mental Health Monday because I know I've been struggling, and I know like everyone needs a day to vent, everyone needs a day to release and just kind of talk to somebody. I know I do. I need to talk to somebody. I've been struggling a lot with my depression and my anxiety, and it's really been getting to me. And I just feel like everyone needs a chance to talk to somebody. Today, I'm going to be talking about my struggle with depression and anxiety and how it affects me on a daily, because I know like a lot of people can relate to it, and I really need a vent, and I know a lot of you need a vent. So what it's like living with depression and anxiety, nothing is scarier and nothing is more worrisome than being scared and anxious for no reason. It's just like random thoughts causing you to break down, to cry, and be mad and happy at the same time afterwards. And sometimes it can make you feel like you're suffocating. I know a lot of times I feel like I'm going crazy because being an empath, you see and hear things, but having depression and anxiety along with that is just really hard. And it's also why I've not been uploading, because I've just been taking a mental break. Spells of loneliness that cause you to feel like nobody cares and nobody loves you, especially like friends and family and like people who are close to you. You feel like they don't care, so you push them away because you're just hurting so bad inside. And it's not even that you're mad at them or you're upset at them. It's just the fact that you're mad and upset at yourself and at the world. You can have all the love you possibly will ever need around you, and you will still push people away for no reason, just because you're hurting and you don't know how to cope with it. It just takes one little trigger to create all these moments to happen in an instant. And it'll cause you to just break down. Like I want to right now, but I'm staying strong for you guys. It's been a really rough week for me and weekend, especially today. That's why I got on the camera. And Tim knows we've been reaching out to each other, and he's been helping me a lot. Some cases, it may feel like the world is against you and that nothing ever goes right. You feel like you have like streaks of unfortunate events that happen, but really it's just yourself. You're psyching yourself out and you're doubting yourself so bad that you manifest all these bad things to happen to you. Try your hardest to stay positive, but even when you do, it feels like there's this dark cloud over you and you can't shake it. You may at times feel like they'll never be happy or okay, and they feel like failure is just all they have going for themselves. Okay, some people may at times feel like they'll never be okay or happy, and that all they have going for themselves is failure. And that's not always true, but that's just how they feel. Some may want friends, but fear the idea of a social life and going out, especially fear the idea that they'll have an anxiety attack in front of those new people, those new friends, and they'll judge them. People may want to be alone but hate the thought of being lonely. You don't like the fact that you have to fight everything alone, but you also want to be alone because those thoughts are making you feel that way. Sometimes you feel failure and fear it, but do nothing to be productive. You just lay in bed, or you just don't care anymore. You gave up on your life or the world, and you have no motivation. Okay, some people may at times feel like they'll never be okay or happy, and that all they have going for themselves is failure. And that's not always true, but that's just how they feel. Some may want friends, but fear the idea of a social life and going out, especially fear the idea that they'll have an anxiety attack in front of those new people, those new friends, and they'll judge them. This can drown out reality, whether they be positive or negative. But if they're negative, it's harder to get yourself back to reality, back down to earth, and raise your vibrations and be someone who's happy and someone who everyone likes to be around. People may want to be alone but hate the thought of being lonely. You don't like the fact that you have to fight everything alone, but you also want to be alone because those thoughts are making you feel that way. With that being said, my word of advice is try not to go through this journey alone. Talk to someone, reach out to someone, have a support system. It's okay to cry. It's okay to release. That's what being a human is. You feel things. And that's okay. That's okay. Find someone who will not judge you. Try to find someone who will be there and support you through this difficult time, because it is difficult. You're literally fighting your own battles in your head while also fighting things around you. Sometimes it can feel like you're drowning and that you're choking, but there's nothing there squeezing your windpipe. There's nothing there covering your nose and mouth. It's just anxiety and everything that comes with it. Your own thoughts can be your worst enemy.